All right, today the exercise I'm going to show you is the multi-hip series. This is a great exercise for developing not only strength in the adductors and adductor muscles, but it's also really good for developing flexibility in the hip joint. You know, we spend so much time with developing strength in the quads and the hamstrings with squat, lunges, glute ham raises, RDLs, all those types of things. And sometimes we do that at the expense of these muscles. So I'm going to take you through a series right now. All right, I got an AirX pad here. Take some of the stress away from the knees from the position that I'm going to be in. You can use a rolled up towel, whatever works for you. The first movement we're going to do is making certain that our hands are in line with our shoulder, knees are in line with the hips. And then from here what we're going to do is just extend this leg back, making certain that we're in parallel position. Kind of a sloppy way to do this is to let this leg come down or have that leg bent. We want to keep the shoulders square, hips square, extend straight back, and then from this position we want to open that hip up. We don't want to bend an elbow and roll this way. We keep that, open that hip up, roll it up as high as we can right into that armpit, and extend it straight back. It's kind of the range of motion there. You do 10 reps on one side, switch it up, get 10 reps on the other. All right, the next movement is very similar to the last one. It's just a reversed order. Again, making certain that my hands are in line with my shoulders, knees in line with the hips. And then from here, I'm going to pull directly up into the chest, open that hip up, extend that leg out, making sure I bring my hips back to square. Roll the knee forward again, out, and so on. Again, do 10 on the left, 10 on the right, and then go to the next exercise. All right, the next movement I'm going to show you, same position as before. The only difference now is we're going to have a bent knee. We're going to keep that position fixed, and we're going to lift that leg up as high as we can. Really going to hit the glutes. It's also going to work on that range of motion as well in that hip, fully extended back. Ten on the left and 10 on the right. All right, the next exercise, starting in the same position, but we're going to bring our leg out to the side here, just like so. Give you kind of a side shot of that. Leg's going to be out to the side. And it's not a large range of motion, but it really will light that hip up pretty good. Going to be lifting that leg up out to the side and then back down. A lot of guys will have a tendency when they lift, they'll want to dip that arm, compensate for that. Really want to keep those arms straight. Lifting up out to the side and down. And don't flick the leg up there. Don't just get it up there and drop it back down. Really control that leg up and then come back down. Get 10 on the left and then 10 on the right. All right, the last exercise of this series, we're going to be pulling this leg up tight into the chest, kicking that leg out to the side, pulling it back in, and extending out. Now with the cadence on that, when I say 10 to the left, 10 to the right, it's 1, 2, 3. So you're not going 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one of the movements counts as 1. So get 10 on the left and 10 on the right. All right, the last of these movements is going to be working the inside of the thigh. Just simply laying down on your side, grabbing your ankle here for stability. You're going to lift that leg up as high as you can. Get 10 on the left, 10 on the right. There you have it. There's a series of movements. Starting off, one set of 10 of each one of those movements will be plenty for your athletes, I promise. And there'll be a lot of grimacing in that. There'll be a lot of grunting. It'll be kind of an eye-opening experience for you to say, hey, maybe I do need to incorporate more of these exercises into my strength training with my athletes. You know, in addition to that, as they get stronger, as they get better at these movements, a good way to increase the challenge is by simply strapping on an ankle weight. That really kind of adds another dimension to the whole exercise.